Okay, let's try this again. I'm starting my elf video logs today. For those that are curious what that means, a week from today, I'm going to Poland to get my ear pointed. And so that will be basically having ears that look like an elf. So that's what this video is going to be about. I'm going to tell you how I arrived at this and what's going to happen, and we'll go from there. So 3 years ago, I was hanging out with some friends. We were on a trip, and the subject of elf ears came up, and one of them said, "Oh, there's that elf ear surgery you can get," and I was like, "What?" Because I had not heard of that, and I was like, "If that's a thing, I actually kind of want to know more about that." And so apparently it is a thing. And so I did a bunch of research on it, and as you probably have seen over the last couple of years, I've been wearing my silicone elf ears a lot more. You notice they're not glued on today. Sometimes I just throw them on. Sometimes I'll glue it on so they look better. But yeah, I've been wearing them for cosplay. I've been wearing them on stream. I've been wearing them for cheerleading. I've been wearing them to work sometimes, into town, at karaoke, just because I like how it looks. And so part of that has also been to experiment and see how I feel about, like, if people notice them, if they think I'm weird, if they're going to respond to me in a weird way, and that kind of thing. And so over the last 3 years, I've done a lot of this kind of stuff, and I've done a lot of thinking. I've talked to some therapists about this as well, and then did a lot of research on the procedure and the different places you can get it done and stuff like that. So there are probably a bunch of plastic surgeons in the US that you can go to that will simply snip the corner of your ear and sew it in such a way that it would be more pointed. I've seen some of the results. They're not that great. They're okay. But the guy that has kind of pioneered this whole thing is Sampa von Cyborg, and he is currently in Krakow, Poland. And he's been doing this for several years, and it's constantly doing. It's one of his main body mods. It's basically it ends up being a body mod, and not an actual surgery. And so yeah, he has a Facebook group that I joined early on and got to see, like, everybody's results, ask a lot of questions, and find out, the risks and what else involved in the recovery, all that kind of stuff. And so yeah, part of that has been learning about the recovery. Is that for the first couple weeks there's going to be stitches, and then they'll take the stitches out, and they're going to look pretty good. But over the next year, because of how cartilage is, you kind of have to be very careful with them. You don't want anything bumping them. If you're hugging someone tightly, you don't want them to get bumped. When dancing, you got to be careful. When stunting, you can't have them get bumped while stunting, in cheerleading, for example. And then sleeping on your side is what you'll have to do, but also with a pillow with a hole, and so you don't want to be laying on them. And so that's something I've been practicing for the last year or so, is sleeping with a pillow with a hole, and kind of getting ready for this whole thing. But as I just said, part of that has been really being determined enough to be okay with taking a break from cheer for a year, with the no stunting thing. And so that took some time to think through and make sure I want to do that. I'm not sure what's going to happen in the next year. You just don't know if future Jerica can figure that out. But yeah, that's what's on the docket coming up here. So a week from today, I'm going to fly to Poland. It's going to be a couple days, and I'll get it done. And then it'll be recovery mode. I'm still going to be working while I'm over there as well. I'm going to see some sites. We're going to Prague and Frankfurt. I'm going to see Abby Sue in Wales as well. Then I'm going to fly back to Poland. He's going to take the stitches out for me, and I'm going to come home August 1st. So yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a journey. Like I said, it's going to be a recovery, and then over the next year, it's going to be definitely fairly difficult. And I'm going to have to be pretty careful to get the best results. But I'm still super excited about it, super hyped. I'm not afraid of certain, like being able to modify my body and have surgeries and stuff. Like I feel like I know how to take care of myself. And so yeah, I'm pretty ready for this. It's going to be an adventure. And so along those lines, I'm starting this as a elf video log series, and so you'll see more of these throughout my journey. If you haven't noticed yet, on Instagram and Facebook, I have a broadcast channel called Elf Ear Updates. And so if you want to know more about this kind of stuff, join that. And I'll be posting all my stuff through there. I'll still post them on mainstream socials as well. But as you know, algorithms make it very hard to like people to make it hard for people to actually receive those things. And so the broadcast channels definitely help with that kind of stuff. Also, of course, my Patreon is the #1 place to go to find out more stuff about me. Most of the content is free. Some of it is behind a paywall. I don't really charge a whole lot. It's just more of trying to keep some stuff somewhat private, and then just trying to make a place where people can come to see all my stuff without an algorithm showing them only pieces of the things here and there. So anyways, come along with me on this journey. I hope to see you, I hope to hear your comments and see what you think along the way. And mostly hope to help anyone else who might be interested in this kind of process in the future as well. So it's gonna be fun. I'll do another video next Saturday, and we'll be starting this off with some pre-flight mimosas like usual. All right, catch you later. See you on the flip side. Bye.